Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's that time again, baby. It is that time again. The little snow has splooged itself all over my lawn. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. Time to be stoic. You know? Time to be freaking stoic. What can you do? You either accept it or you moan and you complain. You know, the winter is going to force you to be focused. You don't get to do extracurricular activities during the winter. So you're forced to lock in. Hopefully you guys are ready. Myself, I am peppered. My Angus is peppered. I am ready. I'm going in. I hope you guys are ready. No more bitching, no more moaning. You know what you got to do. You have to work out maybe 3 times a week. You got to eat good. You can't eat too much bullshit, not too much sugar, not too much alky. You got to stay focused. You got to be social. Social atrophy is real. You got to stay focused. Let's freaking get it, dude. Let's freaking get it. What else needs to be said? So I don't know who needs to hear this, but let me tell you. I got something to say about being social, about building a brand. First off, if you have a vision, if you yourself has a vision, an idea, you go there. You start heading towards that vision. If you talk about it, if you send out the signal like Batman, people will see it. People will follow you. This is very important. Get this in your head. You have a vision, go there, people will follow you. Napoleon said that a leader is a dealer in hope. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to get through your thick skull, dude. Get it through your thick head. Your thick-boned head is that a leader is a dealer in hope. And if you're someone that struggles with being a leader, with getting people hyped up, realize that's all you need. Deal out some hope. Ship it out. Here's a little hope. Here's a little serendipity. Here's a few pieces of chocolate. Ship it out, dude. Let it out. Give it. That's what's wrong with too many men these days. They don't give. It's always like this. Give me. Please, sir, can I have some more? Please. Sir, please. Ship that shit, man. Give it. Why don't you got enough energy to give? Why don't you have enough oomph, to put out there? Why is your nutsack so empty? Give that. Ship it out, man. I mean, really, are your nuts so drained that you don't have a little oomph to put out there? A little thumos? This is what we do in the Brotherhood. This is what it's all about. Full nuts. Full breath of air. Breathe it in. Give it out. Create the world. Create. Everything is about creating. Reaching into. Too many of us are consumer maxing. And what you have to be aware of what reaches into you changes you. What you allow to reach inside of you changes fundamentally who you become. So you got to be careful. So enough of the BS. It's time to lock in, dude. So first off is creating a vision. What do you want with your life? Where do you want to go? What do you see yourself doing or becoming? Who's in there? Is there a woman? Great. There's plenty of women. Abundance of women. Plenty of women. No lack of women. There's a lot of women. A plethora of women. It's not going to be that cold of a winter. You're going to be just fine. You can get a girl. A lot of you guys, being honest, you need to lose a little weight. You do. You need to lose a little weight. You need to shave the neck beard. If you're balding, just shave it off. I mean, what else can you do? Fix yourself up first. But many of you, cut the ugly beards. Cut the ugly beards. I mean, dude, how many? That is that not a sign of the trenches of growing a very atrocious beard? I've seen guys that are so deep in the trenches, so down bad that they buy sex dolls and they braid their beards and they put beads in their beards. You know, guys in the trenches. If the septum piercing is a red flag for a woman, the atrocious beard is a red flag for a man. It means they're going through some deep shit. By the way, tattoos on women, stay away. These are women that have trauma. It is autistic even, forms of cutting oneself. You should be wary of the woman with tattoos. The more, the worse. You know, a tattoo here and there, maybe she just got psyoped by her friends and by the media into believing, hey, I need to get a little Christmas tree on my knuckles. Or I need to pierce my titties. All weird, all signs of the void within one's life. All I'm saying, I'm talking to you here right now on the camera, be aware of these people. If you're a woman that has a bunch of tattoos, why? Why do you need more tattoos? You have a personality. You're a beautiful individual. You don't need some hobo's art on your arm. So think about it. Think about it. Anyway, listen, with a vision can take you far. That's one piece of the puzzle. But if we are going to create a dynamic to get people involved, to get people rallied behind ideas, we need more than just a vision. We got to have steps in place. This is why I believe that it is very important that you create a culture. There has to be a culture. Now, if you pick apart the word culture, what you have is the word cult. Now, every normie, an NPC, likes to say, this is a cult. Trump is a cult. This group of men is a cult. If there anyone that rallies together behind an idea is a cult, you guys have low testosterone, is what you have that are saying this. Because throughout the ages, cults have always existed. It is necessary to have culture. Culture represents an idea and fundamental actions that the group believes in that will guide them into a prosperous life. It's very simple indeed. So first off, you gotta stop saying, oh, everything's a cult. That is just programming. Everything is not a cult. And if you're going to be a part of anything bigger than yourself and being the isolated individual that you are, made by the propaganda, made by the media, outcast by society, if you're going to just live in your little hive mind or you know, just tuck yourself into the corners of the internet, you're never going to be a part of anything bigger. You're never going to start anything bigger. So a culture needs simple things. You need to give people things to do. Now, I don't know if this is you working at a business. I don't know if this is you starting a business. I don't know if it's you working with people. People need things to do. People want to be told what to do, dude. They need simple, basic things and guidelines and traditions and rituals that they can apply immediately to their life. If you don't do this, you're a bad leader. Again, a leader is a dealer in hope. So if you're going to have a girlfriend, most of you guys break up and you get cheated on because you're a bad leader. You don't create a culture within your relationship. You let your girl do whatever she wants. You let your girl bitch and moan without calling her out and treating her like a little girl that's throwing a temper tantrum. A lot of you guys argue with your woman. A leader would never argue with a woman. The king rat would never argue with the other little mice. He wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it. And a lot of you guys have lost the testosterone necessary to be a leader, because a leader must have testosterone. He must have balls. You cannot get pushed around by the mice. You cannot give yourself all the time to the rats. A lot of you guys are being terrible with women is just a sign that you are not able to lead efficiently as a man. And I mean this in a broad sense. If you cannot lead a woman, you can never lead men. Because men are actually a lot harsher in the long run than women. Women are harsh up front. But once you get a woman to fall in love with you, it's easy from there on. She will fall for you, she will trust you. You gotta really F up. It's a slow process of showing to her that you are not a leader, that you are a man that is not capable of leading, that you're really just in a state of boy-like wonder. That's the best way to put it. Because boys argue, boys always think that everyone is they're equal. They're not used to positions of power. But when you're in a position of power, you don't argue with people that are not of the same level as you. So a lot of you guys are just not ready to lead, and that's okay, because you can get there. But you have to stop thinking that life is going to give you stuff. Life never gives you stuff. You don't deserve anything. You do not get anything. You might get blessed here and there. But majority of a man's life is him carving his way forward and making shit happen as he progresses on his journey. If you are of the mind that I can't get this, I don't have the friends, I don't get the girl, no one wants to hire me, you're done. You're done. You might as well, I'm too positive to say that, but no, you don't get to do that, dude. You just don't get to do it. You're gonna croak out. You're done for. It is literally over once you start thinking like that. Being a man requires out of you being a leader, which every man has the capacity to be, requires from you balls. It requires balls from you. It requires that you see your life, that you see where it's going, that you see potential and patterns and possibilities, and you say, this is what I want to do. I'm going to figure this shit out no matter what it takes. And all these little tips that you hear online, all these little advices and stuff, is all trying to give you an edge on that. But unless you have clarity of purpose and focus of where you want to bring your life, all of this is nonsense. That's what a lot of us are missing, is clarity of purpose and focus on something. What situation are we in? Where do we want to progress to? What other situation do we want to find ourselves in? Everything else until then is meandering cope. It's BS. It's nonsense. You have to figure that out, dude. You got to figure that out. It could be as simple as, I don't like my crummy poverty circumstances. What else can I do from here to carry forward? Only you can figure that out. I've been in hell. I've been broke. My family was super poor. I'm the oldest out of 6 kids. My parents died. I've been completely broke. I worked 3 jobs at a time, just scrounging around in the rat trenches, just trying to make ends meet. It sucks. Unless you make up your mind, today, I'm going to figure this shit out. Once you flick that switch of desire and you get that in your thick brain, then you stop making excuses. Then everything is going to just start happening naturally. But a lot of you guys can't even be consistent. That's the main problem, is consistency. Consistency shows to you that you are capable. Even if it's showing up to work on time. When you start being late for work, what happens is you start to doubt. You start getting fed up. Just quit, dude. If you're going to be late for something you hate, then just freaking quit. The more you start coping and LARPing and making these excuses for yourself, you're falling into a trap. Who's doing this? Who's freaking doing this? Who's making us all like this? Who's doing this, dude? Who's doing this? Is this the Jews? Who is this? I mean, really, real talk. Who's doing this? Who made us all scared? Who made us all scared? Why are we all scared? Dude, God made you with a spirit of power and clarity. He didn't make you scared. He didn't make you to be fearful and afraid. A spirit of power and love and a sound mind. How many guys do not have a sound mind? Now you're worried about money. You're worried about women. You're worried about nonsense. Dude, this is not what your life is supposed to be like, man. Listen to me. Life is more than just working a job. Life is more than just trying to accumulate stuff. You have to see clearly, though. Stop being influenced by idiots. Stop being influenced by idiots. Make a decision, which means to cut away from a decision, cut away from a certain way of being. Stop listening to idiots. Stop being influenced by idiots. And many idiots are out there. Many idiots run things these days. Many idiots want to see you fail. Refuse. Refuse. You do not have a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. You were not created to be miserable. You can find a way. It's going to take audacity. It's going to take courage. It's going to take a full nutsack. It's going to take scooping those nuts. It's going to take you embracing challenge, because challenge has always sharpened the individual. It's always sharpened them. Too much challenge? Okay, you feel a little bit burned out. Good, take a nap. You'll be fine. Challenge has always made someone into something. What does it do to diamonds? Pressure makes diamonds. Challenge will always shape you. Take on more. Take on a little bit extra. You'll be fine. You're not going to die. Take a nap. You'll be just fine. Get a good night's sleep. You'll be just fine. This melancholy that you drip from your being is because you refuse to live according to how you were created. You were not meant to be a sad boy. You were not meant to mope and to complain and to be under someone else's spell, some idiot spell that has been cast on you. It is by faith, by belief, and courage, audacity, thumos, that you're going to figure this shit out. And until you accept that, until you embrace that, until you come up with genuine desire, you're going to be stuck. The days will pass you by, and you'll feel an uncertainty sort of permeate your being. I'm telling you, man, I'm really trying to get through to you, because this is the talk that I have with myself. This is the mental talk I have with myself that has sort of become habitual. There's no bitching. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anything I want, I have to figure out. I have to figure it out. I have to enjoy the process. I have to give glory to God. I have to believe with faith that things are going according to plan. And with that mindset, I truly believe that any man can find a good path in life. That he can find purpose, that he can embrace challenges, that he can grow from challenge, that he cannot fall into nihilism and depression, that he can, enjoy this world and this earth for the maybe 80 years that if you get blessed with. Every man's capable of that. And that's life. And you should accept it. And this winter, we're going in. And it's going to make us stoic. So this is a good place to start. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you keep the thumos up. Come talk with us in the group. I'll see you soon. Peace.